Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable judges, respectable teachers, and my fellow audiences. One of the greatest gifts of God to us is the earth. To walk upon these lands is a blessing that most of us don't even realize. And the people forsaking it couldn't open their eyes to see the damage they caused to their one and only home. Isn't it ironic? The place that used to offer us peace and prosperity is now slowly turning into a boiling wasteland. Is it too late to turn back? Our generation is growing up in a world unlike any before it. Across continents, temperatures continue to break records. Heat waves grow longer and more intense. Floods became more frequent, and species are starting to lose their habitats. Meanwhile, farmers struggle with failing crops and unpredictable weather. These are no longer warnings, they're today's reality. We didn't have to look very far to see the aftermath. In our own land, West Java, we're already facing many difficulties, such as floods, air pollution, and waste management. One of them is the Bantar Gebang landfill in Bekasi, which receives thousands, if not tons of waste every single day. And this crisis didn't happen just overnight. Maybe this seems familiar. This is probably not news to many of you. I know for a fact that most people around my age even studied this in their school. So I assume we all know that environmental damage isn't only caused by major factories. It also starts with the minor decisions that we make every day. Starting from food waste, littering, energy inefficiency, and overuse of air conditioners, though many people wouldn't think much when doing it. These minor decisions, multiplied by billions of population, would later bring global consequences. So, ladies and gentlemen, from what I've said before, it seems like our generation is going to be passed on a planet on the brink of destruction. All hope seems to be lost, and everything seems to be going downhill. Are we going to do something about it? I wanted to quote a story that I've read about this topic. In 2013, there were two sisters in Bali, who were only 10 and 12 years old at the time. They got frustrated by the surplus amounts of plastic bags scattered across their island. What used to be known for its lush rice terraces, beautiful beaches, and coral reefs are now being leached off by domestic waste. The sisters missed the clear memories of the beach and decided to make an entire movement surrounding this problem, littering. The Bye Bye Plastic Bags movement was later created as the catalyst in the worldwide youth-led environmental movement. Founded by the two sisters, it would later bring Bali to introduce new regulations by banning several single-use plastics. So, ladies and gentlemen, history has proven time and time again that we can make a change. The young generation has proven themselves as strong individuals. They're not going to sit around and wait for a change, but they can make the change. The change can start with our schools. The young generation can make movements such as waste management, recycling litter with eco-bricks, and anti-littering organizations can make a difference in their environment. Though it may be small, but applying these methods to all sectors of the country will prove effective in executing our duty to nurture this planet. The earth we know has been passed down as a home, a place to stay, and the amenities that we need to live. We didn't need more reason to keep acting unbothered or just crying for help. Every generation inherits the world in one condition and leaves it in another. But the question still remains, are we going to sit by and be known as a bystander, or are we going to be known as a participant whose ideas, courage, and action will always be known for the future generations to come? The earth right now doesn't need more spectators, it needs guardians. Let's become the voice of change that the future generations will always remember in their hearts. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.